Well, hello, and welcome back. Today I'm going to make a beat based on a request by one of my viewers. The name is JAYCEE. And the question is, 10 months ago I asked if you were going to make an Eminem Relapse beat. Are you still thinking about doing that one? Well, I know it's been a long time coming, JAYCEE, and I apologize for the wait, but today I'm going to make that beat for you. So if this is something that you like and you might be interested in, please stay tuned and don't go away. Don't forget to hit that button like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notified the next time I upload a video. Alright, so here we are right back, and the beat that I made was from Eminem's Relapse album, and the song that I chose was All Time Sake. So before I get started, let me let you listen to the beat, and then I'm going to start explaining how I went about making the beat. So there you have it. That's the beat from the song All Time Sake. Now I added some different element to this beat. For instance, I added this little cut right here. And then as well as I added this little chime right here. To make a little transition from one to the next. And all the instruments that I have here are samples that I downloaded free off the internet. I will have all these in the description below. The sample pack that I used was from Beat Productions, and I used the Boom Bap Attic sample kit from it. And then I added some stuff that already comes included with LMMS, like the flute right here. The flute is right on Instruments. So if you go down here to Instruments, and you come all the way down, this is the flute, and I added that little piece right here. So if you take a listen to this, so I wanted to give it that kind of like Dr. Dre kind of flavor, because this was obviously done by Dr. Dre. So without further ado, let me get started with the beat, and we're going to start with the kick. So the kick is something simple. It's just on the ones and twos, and this is what it sounds like. Something very simple with the kick. And then from there, I added the snare, and the snare goes on the third beat. So if you watch any of my other videos, you will see. So that's the first, second, on the third beat right there. From there, I went into the hi-hat. Now the hi-hat goes right after the snare. Normally, a lot of the beats, they have the hi-hat right before the snare, but in this case, he went after it. And it gives it that little different kind of swing to it. Then I chose a hi-hat as well from the same Boom Bap Attic, and I put it on the first, second, and third. And then since the hi-hat hits right here, I left it blank. So it gives it kind of that humanized kind of vibe to it. So it gives it a little bit extra bounce as well. From there, I went to the trumpets, and I chose, let me see if I find this here real quick, Sound Fonts by Ace Music. And I chose the layer brass, and then I chose the mix brass as well. So I put both of them in there. And then what I did is I just stayed in the scale of A minor. So let me just show you real quick. So you go here to where it says no scale. You go down to minor. So this is C3. And this will be a B, and this will be the A, right? So then you right click and then you put here mark current scale. As you can see, I just stay in the A minor scale. So the first one I chose was the A, then the B, then the C, then the D. And then I got this little one up here just to go up and down. Then I added the other trumpets right on top to give it a little bit more bigger feel to it. So let's take a quick listen to this. If you listen to his track, that's pretty much what you hear. It's going in an upward direction, the sound, and then all of a sudden it comes back down. So that's what I did with this trumpet. Now I did the same thing with the other ones here. And this is the other trumpet that I chose. So if you notice, this just follows the kick. And that's all it does. It's just following the kick. So the whole beat is following the drum pattern. So if you want to start making beats and then you know how to make a drum pattern, just follow the drum pattern and make a beat with that drum pattern that you have. The drum pattern could be that the music or the instrument is going to hit right on the kick, or you can make it that it's going to hit right on the snare. You can make it hit wherever you like. Just add some little different elements to it to make it sound fuller. Now I chose the strings here from this sound fonts that I got, and I got from this strings right here. I can't remember, it's the arco celli and the arco string, and then the 12 strings as well. As well as in here I have the fluorescent piano. Is the one that I chose from there. So this is the one you're going to hear here, and then the 12 strings is the one you're going to hear right here when it goes into the part where the Eminem starts rapping. So the beginning of the beat here is like the chorus part. That's why it only has 2 bars, and then over here, not 2 bars, 8 bars. So if I switch this over to bars, so you're going to see that it's going to be 8 bars. There you go. It's 8 bars. And then over here, you put 16 bars for where the singer is going to rap or sing or whatever. Now, if you take a look at the progression of the beat, or I should say the structure of the beat, you have the chorus, which is 8 bars long. And then you have where the singer is going to sing, or the rapper, you have 16 bars long. And that's usually what a structure is built like. Not always. I mean, you could change it any way you want as well. So then for the strings and everything else, I pretty much just copy the kick pattern for it. And then down here in the bottom on the flute, I wanted to add a little different element to it. So what I did here is I stayed on the A, started on the A, that goes down to the G, F, E, and D. Okay, so it just goes down. So if you want to just copy this, just look at what I did here and then copy that over to your LMMS GUI. All right, so from there I added a little bit more elements to the beat, which is this right here, the scratch. And then from there I added this one over here as well. And then from there I added the chimes. Let me see here. And then I added this sound right here, which is an explosion. And I'll show you what this is really quick as well. Where are you? Explosion, explode, OGG. It's an under effects. So if you go right here and it says effects, it's right part of LMMS. I chose this explosion right here. That's all I did for that one, and I added that one here. And then the flute, I added the flute again. When the kick pattern ends, that's where this flute is going to hit. So the kick pattern goes here, and then it goes here, so it ends right here. So this is where the flute is going to start hitting on the third one, pretty much where the snare is going to hit. And it's an upward is ascending as well. So it goes from A to B to C to D. This is what it sounds like. And I kind of heard that in Dr. Dre's beat. And so I wanted to incorporate that as part of the beat as well. And that's pretty much all I did for this beat. So if you take a look at this here, this is the structure that I chose for the beat. And just copy this over. And hopefully it'll come out close to it or kind of like it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you learned something new with this beat. And like I mentioned before, I have the sample packs, I have the drum kit, and everything else is right on the description below. Now, a couple of them is going to bring you straight into a YouTube video where you have the link for where you can download this sample. So I want you to take a look at these videos as well. And also the last one, which is a drum pack. This is a website that has tons and tons and tons of drum kits in there. Let me just show you real quick. I mean, look at this thing right here. This guy has tons and tons of stuff. And I shared this with you before a while ago. And I know that some of you took advantage of it. Some, well, they haven't seen my videos, so I know a lot of people haven't noticed this. But this guy has tons and tons of stuff that you can download absolutely free. And then those sound packs that I have, or the sound phones that I have here, this is a ton of them. I only downloaded a few of them. I don't know why I didn't download more, but it was just time consuming and I decided to stop. But I'm gonna go back and download the rest of this stuff, and it's just pure gold right there. I mean, they're not perfect, I understand that, but I mean, it's so many sounds that you could just start making your own beat. You could just start orchestrating your own thing and making it sound different and making it sound unique. So just go over there and download this stuff and just have fun with it. Just enjoy yourself and start creating and start making beats, stuff that you like to do. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. Just make your own thing and enjoy yourself. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed